So I'm going to be looking at the exercise from the book, okay, page 508, 509, exercise number 1. The first thing is define a class named sale that contains an instance variable of type double that stores an amount of the sale and appropriate accessor and mutator methods. So we're going to be doing that. I mean, this is my exercise. I'm going to be creating a new project and give it a name. Well, let's say I'm going to call it test sale. This is the one, I mean, what it means is going to be creating the class called test sale, which will be having the main that we're going to be needing at the end, maybe to test our code. And I don't mind leaving like the same package. They don't tell me what is the name of the package, so I'm not forced to use a specific name, so I can use my own. And that's the general rule. If we don't force you to use a specific name for a class or a variable method, use whatever you want. But if we do, you have to respect it. So now, they say define the class named sale. So we're going to be defining a new class named sale. Yes? Is it better to create all classes at once? Well, it depends. Maybe. But sometimes we might get confused, and it's not better, but if you read all what is needed and then you define them and then you put the definition, that's okay. I mean, it's up to you. Okay. So now we'd like to have an instance variable of type double. We didn't specify the name. We just wanted to have an amount, so we can put inside of it. So I don't know. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it double amount. And that's it, because the rest thing is to create the accessors and mutators. We can just go to Refractor, Encapsulate fields, and it's going to put it to, now as you can see, the amount is package, because I didn't specify anything. And it's going to be put as private. This is by default. Okay, if I would like to change it to something else, I can. Default, this is the package, but private, this is what I want. Yes?
So what if we change it to public or
private? If it's a requirement, but generally, if we don't say anything, it should be private, because there's an accessor and mutator. Yeah. Yes. So I'm going to, I didn't select anything. Okay, Refractor, and that's it. So now I have the get amount and set amount, and everything is set for me. Notice these comments. I mean, these comments are generated automatically, but these are Javadoc comments that they're interesting. For example, if I'd like to use it, it shows me this. Some of the, not here, when I'm using it actually, it shows me the some documentations, the amount to set or something like that. If I need to, for example, give more details, I can put something there. So now that's fine for this. Also create a method named sale details that outputs an English sentence to describe the amount of the sale. I mean, this created a lot of problems for you, even if you had the code, and this was a bit of surprise to me, but anyways, that's a good practice, so you can know now how to maybe use something. So we would like to create a method. What is the access to that method? Is it public, private? Did we say anything about it?
No.
So generally, if we don't say anything, it should be public, unless stated otherwise. What is the return data type? Did we say that it returns a string? No. So it's up to you, but what we want it to do, to display something. So I'm going to be displaying something. So I don't want to use string. I can do that if I want, but I don't want. So I'm going just to do that. Void sale details. Does it take any parameter? No. And then it should output something, display something on the screen, right? So what is it going to be displaying? The amount converted into an English sentence. Okay, I don't want to put the code, and I sent you the code that you can find on the internet. You can find a lot of different variations of that. Just type Java and then numbers to English, something like that. That's what I typed. And then I ended up having a lot of different results. Stack Overflow is a very nice website when you have many interesting people exchanging. They have questions, and then they're answering those questions. And this is something that was answered, and this is the class that they ended up having. Probably that's not my choice that maybe that's the one, I don't know. Anyway, I think that's the one, yes, English words. So I found this class. What I should do, just use it. So you can see this is the main. I don't need the main, so I'm going just to, I copied actually everything and I put it in a different file that I attached on the website. So if I have a file, I'm going to show you different ways and how to include something that you can copy and use from the internet. The first thing is that you can do this new, because I have my data. I have put it. I told you that it's online, so it is. This is the one, English number to words. I saved it somewhere. I'm just going to be adding it here. I mean, there's a simple way if I know how to do that. I mean, I can just let me go here. And if I have the file, I can just drag and drop it. That's actually that's the easiest way. You can drag and drop it, and that's it. You have it now. And now you just double click on it. You can see what's inside of it. So that's one of the things.
How I drop it?
Sorry?
How I did this?
I just drag and drop.
Okay.
You drag, you drop. You take it from where it is, and then you keep selecting it until you put it inside, and that's it. So this is actually, it's going to be, let's say, moved or copied. I don't know. It should be copied normally. Yeah, it is copied here. So this was copied there. So this is the easiest way. There's another way. Let's remove this one. There's another way with just new class with existing code. Where can I find it? Maybe other. That was a test something. Empty Java. I think I've seen that before. No, I don't find it. The previous screen. Cancel. Okay, right click, new, Java class. Well, this is tests. This is GU, which is Java unit, JUnit tests. This is not what I want, actually. Maybe from here, if I have the source location test package, no, I don't. It's not here. And I think I've seen it before. Now I don't find it. I think there's something that says. Okay. If you open it, double click, you mean? No, if you double click, it's not. Okay, let's do something. Maybe just add something.
So I use the from file option file.
File open. Okay, let's try the file. Open file.
Yes.
And let's go to where I want it to go. Okay. Let's say I put it here. So see, this is the one. Open. But it's open, but it is not added to my class, to packages. So I cannot use it from the sale. So I can see it, yes, with this, but I cannot use it. Maybe if I check this and put it, no, I can't. Yeah, so I can see it, but I cannot change it. I'm going to just to change that file in that specific place, which is not going to be easily usable for me. So let me remove this. The drag and drop is the easiest. There's another way. If I don't know how to do the drag and drop, whatever, I can just create a new class with the same name and then just copy and paste and change the name, whatever. But I'm going to stick to the easiest way, which was drag and drop. I take it from here, put it there, and that's easier. Let's notice something that we have here, this small triangle, green triangle here, which means like there's a main method in here. And if I click here, I can see there's a main. I don't want this main, so I'm going to remove it because I don't need it. All I need here is these things. And you can see I can have this convert, and this convert is, you give it a number, it's going to convert the number. Look, the problem is this, I mean, it's not going to be working because it's a decimal. Okay, it's a decimal, okay. Because we said it's double, and this is using long. and this is going to be, I mean, anyways. So I don't know why they have like these two less than 1,000, and so anyways, I'm going to be adapting my code to be using this. Okay. First of all, let's see what is incorrect package. Okay. Okay, because now you see, because I paste it here, it says this is the incorrect package. I need to do a small thing. I need to tell that this is the package test sale. So now it's not going to be complaining about anything. Now I put it there. I just need to notice that the one that I just have here, it just takes, there's two convert. There's one that is less than 1,000 and convert. Anyways, the guys who developed this class, they did it this way, so whatever, this is not us. If we would like to use it, we use it. If we don't, we can change it to whatever suits us. But for us, this is a long, and we don't want to have long, we would like to have double. So how we deal with that? Well, I'm going to show you something very interesting. So how to deal with it, anyways. So now, what I can do, if I assume that this is going to be there, if I'd like to use it, just do this, English to words dot convert, and this is static. Well, how did I use it this way? Because I know this is a static, and I see that this is static. Static, it gives me an idea that I can use it without instantiation. It's like math.pow or math.square root. I can use it without instantiation.
If it's not static, you have to.
Exactly. So, but this is static, and just need to put a number, and that's it. I mean, that number is for me the amount. However, the amount is in double.
Why did you write amount? Because it's amount.
Because I have the amount here of the sale here.
Okay, convert it.
So I'd like to convert it to an English text, but I don't have it. So what I need to do, I'm going to convert this to long. Between parentheses, long is a data type, bigger than int. Yeah, but this is for real numbers. Now, what happens if I'd like to have also the dots after the, what happens to those, the point something? Well, I need to, if I really would like them, I can just do something. This is going to be converted, and this is going to be returned in a string, right? It returns a string. So let's say I'm going to save it to part 1, let's say, and then the part 2 is after the decimal place, whatever. I'm going to show you what I mean. Part 2 is going to be the same thing, except that I'm going to be doing something.
Space plus.
Well, this will give me just the number regardless of the decimal values, right? So if it was 125.5, this will give me only 125. The 0.5 is going to be thrown away. But I need the 0.5 now. How can I use that? Okay, look at this. If I take the amount and I remove this, what is left? The 0.5 here. If I multiply it by 100, it will be 50. 0.5 will become 50. So now this 50, let's convert it to a text that will tell me $125 or whatever reals and 50 halala, 50 in English words. So it will be converted also to that, right? So also the decimals are going to be in words. You got it? Let me do it again.
All of this because it's long, huh?
Yeah, all because it's long, because it doesn't take care of the double. I would like to override. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's do something interesting. Just maybe I will confuse you, right? No, it's interesting. So I'm going to do it. Look here. I have this convert that takes a long. I want to have a convert that takes an int. That takes a double. Public, static. It's very easy. You're going to like it. String, convert with a double number. And I'm going to be using this overloading at my own advantage. So I have this convert that takes a long, and I'm going to use it. I'm not going to program from scratch. I'm just going to use it instead of doing that in other classes. Just do it that here. So what I need to do, is we said that the first part, we know it, like saying string p1. We just take this number and convert it to long, and then we have convert with long, that takes long, and give me the number. However, this number I'm going to convert it to long. This is the first part. You got confused? This is what we did here. What did we do here? This first part over here, we just converted the amount to long, and then we saved it in the first part, right? So we did it this time, did it here, and within that class. We take this number that you give me, it was a double. I'm converted to long, which is now I got rid of the decimal values, and then I converted and saved the result as a P1. This is sent to this method, so this does the job and then gives me the result and save the result in P1. I'm going now to do the same thing now to get the decimal values. Okay, so the string P2 is equal to, I'm going to convert again, but this time I need to take the number minus the number without the decimals, minus long, maybe between long number. So this is what this will give me, 0 point something. Okay, this is going to give me 0 point something, because if number was 1.5, if you convert 1.5 to long, it will become 1. So this then is 1.5, sorry, and this is becoming 1. 1.5 minus 1.5. So this 0.5 now I need to make it 50, because it's 50 halala, 50 cents, whatever. So I'm going to multiply this by 100, but still this is 150.0, because this is still double. So all this thing converted to long again, and that's the only twist that I need to do, and that's it. So this is the number double. Make it, remove the long part and keep only the decimal, multiply it by 100, so it can be 50 something, or just then that one converted to long again, so we can send it to the method. Are you lost? That I was going to be doing the same thing in the previous one. There was no easy in that. I'm going to be doing the same thing, except now I was about to do the same thing. Okay, let me maybe make it easier. Yeah, let me make it easier. I'm going to be making it easier. I'm going to be declaring another part. Okay, let's long. Let's this decimal. Okay, let's call it just the double decimals. So how do I get the decimals from here? I just need to take this number minus the long number. Maybe this is going to be helping you a little bit better. And remove this. Let's remove this. What about this now? Now I just keep the decimals, and I put here, these are the decimals. Now those decimals, these are doubles, right? Yeah. Let's multiply them by 100. So instead of 0 point something, they're going to be 50 or 55, whatever the number is. Okay? So these are the decimals. Now these decimals, convert them to long and send them to that method.
Yes, that's it.
That's the same thing. You take all these and put it there, or split it into two parts, that's fine. You take the number 125.5. Yes. Remove the 125, so you end up with 2.5. 0.5 multiplied by 100, that's 50. This 50 is 50.0 because it's still a double. Yeah. Now convert it to 50 without the 0.0 and convert it to a text and save it in this part. So we have the first part and the second part. So I can do now return, because this returns a string, the first part and the second part. Whatever, I'm just... What about what? Yeah, you didn't put it, but something that we can use later to put dollar or whatever. Yeah, all. Yeah, we can. Let's assume it's dollar just to make it simple. Okay, so or maybe just put this the symbol. Yeah, okay, and this cents. Okay, so now it's going to show us this. So this is our new convert, which is an overloading of the other one. Now this one takes, it does more than just long. It does that plus add the dollars and the cents. Yes?
We must respect the question.
We must respect what?
The question.
What does the question say?
We must do an output, not an output.
Yes, the method should output. Yeah, but we're still not working on our sale. We're just working on another class that will help us for the output. This is just going to help us. We did not output anything yet in our class sale. This is not class sale. So if you go here now, instead of doing this system.out.println, I'm going to be calling this English two words, convert, the one that is double, the amount, and that's it. We're eager to test it, so we're going to be testing it. I'm eager to test it. I don't know about you, but I would like to test that. So I'm going to create a sale, s equal new sale, and I'm going to put something dot set amount to 125.5. We've been talking about that number for a while, and now s dot sale details. I hope we're going to be getting something interesting. Let's run, and then 125. Oh, this doesn't look good. This dollar, we might change it to $2.50. Anyways, let's change it to reals because we don't reals and halala. Halalas, whatever. Let's make it halalas. Halalas doesn't make sense. Okay, so it's working. We just did something with object-oriented programming in terms of overloading, and we didn't do anything about inheritance yet. This is just something that we did in Java 1. Up to now, we haven't seen Java 2. So, but now you're more comfortable using this? Okay, so this is not something, the only thing that we had to do is just to split it in two parts and then play with those two parts to make use of this. So we don't want to go into the details and make changes in this code. We're not interested in it. We use it, we adapt it. You should be able to do that. You should be able to take a code and adapt it to your needs. This is something that is, normally you're supposed to be able to do it. So you have to practice, that's all. So now that we use this, let's continue reading. So we finished. Next, define a class named cache sale. Okay, let's right-click, new, Java class, cache sale. I'm going to go quicker because we're running out of time. That is derived from sale. So it's derived from sale. That means it extends sale. Now we're in Java 2. Welcome to Java. Okay. By the way, let's move on and see if we need something. We're going to add it. This class should redefine the sales details method to indicate that the payment was made in cash, and include appropriate constructors. Well, we didn't. This include appropriate constructors is going to be meaningful if we had a constructor, but because we didn't, it's going to. We don't need to add anything. But maybe let's do it without, and then I'm going to be adding the constructors later on. So, what should we do? Public void, because I called it this one, sale details was void, right? I need to override it because we said redefine it. Sorry? Oh, this is not a constructor. No, I said the constructor is going to be included later because we did not specify a custom constructor for this class. So Java is going to be including one for us. So that's why we're same thing if we inherit from another class and then we're not specifying a constructor, Java is going to do the same, give us a one that is automatically added, a no argument constructor. So now what I want to do is to redefine here So of course it tells me, well, this is overriding. Okay, I'm overriding. But I'd like to do exactly what this old one did, plus say that it was paid in cash. That's what they say. Redefine the sale details method to indicate that the payment was made in cash. So I would like to call my other sale details and add something in this one. How should I do that? What this is going to do, display the numbers in English words, paid in cash. Whatever, this is what they want. They just wanted to know that we paid in cash. And we added this information here. So we're calling my super one that I'm hiding from here. So if with the cash sale, I will not be able to see the other one because I overrid it. So I cannot, for example, here, if I say, now let's forget about the sale. Let's have a cash sale. Cash sale equal new cash sale or whatever. I don't know why they, okay, cash sale. And then in that cash sale dot sale details, if I run it, this is one is coming from the first one. This one from the second one. But why are these zeros over here? Because this when I went here sale details, I'm calling sale details. Did I put anything in sale details?
No, that's void.
So I mean, sorry, I meant did I put anything in the amount?
Oh, no.
No, so that's why we're sending 0 to be converted. So it's 0. That's why we have 0. If I'd like to do something, I should have done something like this: cs dot set amount. Put whatever, and now run it again. So I'm going to see this 125 reals coming from the first, and this is 6,548 reals and 25 halala. Paid in cash. If I want this to be on the same line, then I just need to change this. Instead of print line, it should be print, and then I need to be careful. If I'm using this, for example, if I use print instead of print line, then I'm going to be using this with the space, for example, or doing something like that. So this is going to give me without anything, and then if I run it again, so I said paid in cash. Or maybe something, anyways, you got the point. Okay, what else? Define a class named credit card sale that is derived from sale. Okay, let's do the same. Right click, new, Java class, credit card sale that is going to be derived from sale, extends sale. And then this class should contain instance variables for the name of the card, expiration date, and credit card number. So we need 3 things. The name of the card, obviously that's a string. Card name, expiration date should be a string or whatever, just to make it easy. And then the last one, card number, let's make it also a string. Why? Because we might have some spaces within the card numbers. Put some spaces, so in order to keep those. We can put an int, but if it starts with a 0, you lose the 0. If the card number starts from 0, 1, 1, 0, then int is not possible. So it's better to have something like. But we can, you can. That's because you're fighting with about something anyway, but you can. Technically, unless a card number starts with 0, then you can't. But I don't think card numbers start with 0. Anyways. Sorry? Yes, yes. Now I'm going to be going to Refractor to introduce the to encapsulate the fields, all of them, and okay, quickly. So everything is generated. All of them became private. And then include appropriate constructor. Finally, redefine the sale details method to include all credit card information in the printout. So I'm going to be doing the same thing again with the sale details. So public void sale details. It's going to tell me you need to override. You're overriding. Yes, I'm overriding. And then I'm going to be doing the super dot it's called sale details, and then I'm going to be displaying maybe a space paid with the credit card, and then add this card number, maybe card name plus space card number, something, whatever I would like to format the output. For example, just this is the card name and card number. All right, and that's it. Finally, we define the sales method to include all credit card information in the printout. That's what I did. All credit card information means also expiration date. Let's add also expiration and add it as well. Let me just go back to the line because it's going to be too long. Something like that. So now if I run it, well, first of all, let's go to the test, and then let's call the credit card sale, call new credit card sale, and then this I need now to use all the, this is why we need to use the constructors. That's why they said update constructors, because we were supposing to provide the constructor with the amount and all these anyways. So now we need to have the amount, we need to set the amount, whatever, that's too much. Let's make it simple. And then the credit card names, so I see it's not convenient if we don't have constructors. We have to call this card name or blah blah, whatever. And ccs.set, again, the card number, 1, 2, 3, and some whatever. My card number. Why not? And then set the expiration date never. What about that? So let's run. Oh, can we run? Yes. No, we can't run because we're not going to be seeing anything. ccs.sale details, so we can see something. Now let's run. And this is the first one, and this is the second one, which is weirdly showing. It's 84 riyals and 50 for halala paid with the credit card, blah blah, this kind of error, and then the expiration never. So now it's using that. Okay, you've seen that we didn't use constructors, and I did it on purpose because I would like to show you that this is not really very very interesting class to use, because we always have to go through the accessors and the mutators to put something. It would have been nice if I could have put all these things here. So that's the idea that I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to be taking maybe 5 minutes, inshallah. So now let's create the constructor. But once I create the constructor here, you're going to see many mistakes, many errors are going to be shown in other classes, because now Java is not going to be providing automatically constructors to me, and I will have to call constructors from the superclass from in the subclasses. So let's watch what is going to be happening. Public sale, and I need just something called double amount. And you know what? Let me show you something. Maybe I can do that also from the refractor. I've seen that somewhere. Replace constructor with factory. There's something that I've seen. There's something about constructors. Okay, but I don't see it right now. Whatever. So go back to where we were, or maybe add what we removed. So I'm going to be doing now, calling the constructor that is going just to do this dot amount equal amount. That's it. No verification whatsoever. Just take whatever you give me, put it there. So just for the convenience. Now since I saved, see now everything is red, because if I go to cache sale, it will tell me, well, cache constructor sale. It's not talking about constructor cache sale. Constructor sale in class sale cannot be applied, because we need to now to adapt the constructor. We need now to have a constructor public cache sale, but the public cache sale, it needs an amount, right? Because we're going to be calling the super class constructor with the amount, and that's it. We don't have any instance variables here, so we don't need to do anything here. So then we don't, because here you notice we were in the sale where we're doing this because we didn't have the constructor. Now we have the constructor, we can do it this way, and it's going to work. With the cash sale, we still had to do this, set amount. So now the cash sale, since we changed it to be used in the constructor, we don't have to do it this way, and this time it will work. So this one, we put this number here. This number, let's make it smaller, just for the sake of the display. This number is going to be sent to the superclass, so it can be put in the amount. This is what I'm saying. This amount that I'm giving you, send it to the superclass. The superclass will just put it into the amount. And we need to do it also here for the other one, this one. Except that this one, it's a bit more complicated because we need to, for the credit card sale. No, I just wanted to copy this, but nothing. Copy this, and then I need to have the amount plus the card name, and you got the point. I'm going to copy and paste and adapt. And because it's too long, same thing. Now here I'm going just now to do the same thing that I did. First thing that we need to call, always call the super constructor first. Send the amount to the superclass, so the constructor will going to be working with it, and then do the same thing that we used to do here, that I can copy from the others. Okay, do this card name equal card name, and copy paste, copy and paste. That's why if you do something, I mean, you respect the different names, your copy and pasting is going to be easier. If you use something else, like the names here are different, then it's going to be more complicated for you to do. Now I created the constructors that are going to be working with this, but this is complaining now. I don't have no argument constructors. I have to put them there. So let's put them there. And I don't need to use this. Okay, what happened? So paste, and then again, same thing. And paste, and never, just easier to type it, whatever, and remove this. Now everything is okay. I'm ready to run this and see the results. 100 blah 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 and 50 halalas, and this one didn't go back to the line. Did you realize? Because yes, we did remove that, because this one, the first one, doesn't return anything. So I'm going to return. Let's go back to the line, so it's going to be easier for me to see them. This is the first one, this is the second one, paid in cash, the third one 84 reals, paid in credit card, blah blah blah, and so on. There was something wrong here. The expiry date, and I put something maybe not in the right order, so let's put them in the right order. This card name, okay, let's just do this, put it here, take this, put it there, something which will be easier now for it. Now it's the card number is this, and then this expiration makes more sense.